What is going on, everyone? Welcome into Big Time Football Talk. So, big news, recent news that the HBO hit show Hard Knocks, who every year features an NFL team, they go inside training camp, follow players, follow, guys that get cut and have just, get you kind of the inside look to the NFL training camp. Each year they feature one NFL team. This year it was announced that they're going to feature the Dallas Cowboys, and there was some scrutiny nationally about the Cowboys being on it because the Cowboys have been on it before. I think it's 2002 and then 2008. The Cowboys were chosen because, there was actually only a few teams that were eligible. It was only 5 teams total that were eligible. There was, several criteria you had to meet to be on it. You couldn't have a first-year coach, which eliminated the Jacksonville Jaguars, which is too bad because I thought Jacksonville and Urban Meyer, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne would have been very enticing. Tim Tebow, to see, the work ethic and, kind of see inside, Urban Meyer coaching, not just college, but now in NFL, see how he interacts and, coaches up NFL players. Would have been interesting. The Cardinals and Giants, other teams that would have been eligible. Carolina Panthers. Carolina would have been interesting too. But the next criteria, it had to have been a team that hasn't been on it in 10 years. And then the last was they hadn't made the playoffs in the last 2 years. So by that criteria, the Cowboys were one of 5 teams that qualified, and Jerry Jones and McCarthy, it sounds like they were happy to apply and get the spot for Hard Knocks. Jerry Jones, he loves getting the attention and anything to bring in revenue and help out, get more intrigue for the Dallas Cowboys. But people are, saying that the Cowboys don't really have the personalities, and I disagree because, a lot of these guys are very young, and, Micah Parsons was featured on that Inside the Path to the Draft show, and it looked like he had, quite the personality. Obviously, he's got the talent, probably the best linebacker in this draft, arguably the best defensive player in the whole draft, and could make a huge impact right away. They got, him, Leighton Vander Esch, and Jalen Smith, and you also got C.D. Lamb. He heads into his second year. He's a guy that hasn't been, rah-rah to the media, but a guy that, made a big thing on big news on draft day when he snatched his, phone out of his girlfriend's hand when she was trying to go through it. And C.D. Lamb, obviously super talented, one of those guys that you could potentially have a sophomore breakout year this season. And then, you got Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup also, and then Kelvin Joseph, you drafted at corner. This is a defense is looking to make a big turnaround. And then obviously the biggest one is Dak Prescott returning from, the nasty ankle injury versus the Giants last year, hoping to rebound, hoping to do some big things and try to get Dallas back to the playoffs, along with his partner in crime, Ezekiel Elliott. So they're saying Zeke's in really good shape. He's looking to have a year like his rookie year and his second year when he was in really good shape and really just took the league by storm and is just wants to get back to being that bell cow, 300 plus touch guy that just kind of makes the offense go and sets up the play action and just makes the easier throws for Prescott. And Prescott signing the record deal too. It's interesting to see what he's going to do moving forward with that deal. But I'm such a diehard Hard Knocks fan that I'm gonna watch whichever team is on it. I'm kind of like those people that one of those people that would buy like the new iPhone, whether it's good or not. That's kind of how I am with Hard Knocks. I'm gonna watch it, regardless if I think the team is interesting or not, because I just love seeing, the players that practice, seeing them mic'd up. It's super fun, and Hard Knocks just does a great job narrating it, and with the interviews and all that stuff. And it's one of the best documentaries and inside football shows that I've seen. They do they used to do the training days on ESPN with a college team, which were pretty good, but Hard Knocks is just awesome. You see the guys, on the cuffs of making the roster, fighting for their life and, trying to get a spot on the roster, and it's cool to see those guys work. And it just shows the reality of the NFL. There's a lot of talented players that get cut. I mean, look at Tim Tebow. He has a chance of, not making the roster, and he's arguably one of the best college football players of all time. Obviously, was up and down as a quarterback, won a playoff game, but he's trying to transition to tight end, something he's never really done. But yeah, it just shows that if you got guys like Tim Tebow, whether you thought he was a a talented NFL player, regardless of quarterback, tight end, it just shows that he's an incredible athlete, and this is world class athletes that get cut in the NFL, and it is a business. And to see the inside and out of training camp is just super fun, and it's what keeps fans engaged, and it helps fans get even more amped and more excited for a football season with COVID wrapping up with a lot of promise this year. So yeah, I'm super excited to announce that Hard Knocks with the Dallas Cowboys. So yeah, I think usually begins around early August. So yeah, and some other notable rookies: Jabril Cox, the linebacker from LSU; Osa Digizua. Digizua was a guy I talked about a little bit as a defensive tackle that I thought was very underrated. And this is a team that it seems like a lot of teams are overhyped on this, and they don't live up to the expectations. I think with the Cowboys this year, with the talent they have on defense and Prescott back, I think this is a legitimate playoff team. You'll still get the Cowboys fans that'll think it's they're going to win the Super Bowl every year. But being realistic, they have a good shot at making the playoffs. And, with a weakened NFC East division, they should be able to win it outright without having too many problems. Maybe Washington could challenge them with the talented defense. But, yeah. So thanks for tuning in to this clip, guys. Make sure to stay tuned for more clips and episodes from the show. Thanks so much, as always. Have a good day. Peace.